Father Alberto, who's a Catholic priest, who feels like it's their mission to be there. And there are obviously a number of people like that. The other people are either those that are with the regime, right? And I don't even think it's not really, and this is coming from a non-Cuban, right? But this is not, these aren't individuals who really believe in the cause. It's people who have a lot to lose, right? They don't want to be hauled off before some international tribunal or something like that, or they're in a pretty good state because of, you know, the repression of the people that they have gone along with or participated in. And then there's people like Emilio, who he's from one of the poorest areas of Havana. And I've been there before, and it's you know, it's difficult life for sure, but his 3 children, who were like 17, 18, and 19, more or less, they weren't very political, but they participated in the protests of July 11th, and they were all hauled off like 2 days later, and they all got long prison sentences. And he doesn't really have, I mean, he's gotten support for his situation and for his children, but even once they're out, because he got like 10-year sentences, more or less, all of them, just for protesting, nothing violent, didn't throw a stone, anything. You know, the likelihood that they'll be able to leave is going to be very, very low, because they don't have the resources or the connections on the outside. So it's really interesting to look at that situation and kind of like look ahead to see, well, what might be able to bring about change in Cuba. Because, I mean, again, from an outsider's point of view, I get to spend a lot of time with Cuban Americans who have been here and have been, you know, fighting the good fight for many decades. And sometimes, you know, they can be kind of tired. But I tend to be a little bit more optimistic, maybe naive. They know the situation better, but I do feel like something is coming, and maybe others, maybe you guys feel that way too, when we see what's happening in Venezuela and places like that. But maybe I could hand it over to some more experts. Sure. Thank you.
Thank you, George.